lowest level of any French president in the Fifth Republic, according to a poll released on Thursday. Follow this channel, Channel TV, for more updates on international news. Emmanuel Macron, most unpopular French president in 70 years. French leaders' approval rating drops to historic low of 11%. Emmanuel Macron's popularity has dropped to the lowest level of any French president in the Fifth Republic, according to a poll released on Thursday. Just 11% of the French public approve of the embattled 47-year-old centrist, according to the Verian poll for Le Figaro Magazine. That puts Mr Macron on a par with his socialist predecessor François Hollande, who hit the same figure in November 2016. The Verian poll has been running continuously under various guises since 1973. Only two French presidents of the Fifth Republic, founded in 1958, were elected before that date: Georges Pompidou and Charles de Gaulle. Neither was anywhere near that unpopular, according to other polls around at the time. The lowest previous approval rating for the same poll before the Macron-Hollande slump was Jacques Chirac, who hit 16% in July 2006 at the end of his second and last term. Emmanuel Macron is without doubt the least popular president of the Fifth Republic, concluded Verian, in charge of public surveys and opinion polls at Verian. As well as political wear after 8 years in power, Mr Verian said the main source of disapproval sprang from Mr Macron's decision to dissolve Parliament and call snap elections in July last year, prompting political deadlock, a hung Parliament, and a budgetless France. They still do not understand. They resent him for taking a decision that led to a political crisis, which also affects France's image abroad, he told The Telegraph. They also resent him for exercising power in a way that is increasingly disconnected, solitary, with a president whom they understand less and less, and who tends to be increasingly closed-minded, obstinate, narrow-minded, and completely out of touch with the issues that concern the French people. The link between the president and the French people today has been broken. It's the man himself who is rejected. Mr. Hollande's previous record low prompted him to throw in the towel and not run for a second 5-year term, paving the way for Mr. Macron to take a tilt for the Élysée. A majority of French people would like Mr. Macron to resign before the end of his second and last term, which ends in 2027, but he has ruled this out. While the French disapproved of Mr. Hollande as an ineffectual Mr. Normal, overall enmity for Mr. Macron is far higher. Around 60% vehemently oppose the socialist ex-president, while the figure rises to 75% for Mr. Macron. With Emmanuel Macron, it's the man himself who is rejected. It's the way he does politics, but it's also his inability to talk to the French people, to understand them, to show empathy, said the pollster. Down 5 points from the previous poll in September, Mr. Macron has suffered a particularly sharp drop among the over 65s and pensioners, 9 and 11% down respectively, previously his core electorate along with the urban, upwardly mobile. Now they trust him the least, said Mr. Verian. Why? Because they are very sensitive to stability and continuity in politics and institutions. Mr. Macron previously had credibility on economic and international issues. However, the country's worrying debt and deficit issues, requiring a cost-cutting budget, have clearly damaged this comparative advantage and ultimately the last bastion of credibility he had left. Mr. Macron, unclear and unpredictable. He is also losing his luster as a statesman abroad. There is a feeling that he is unclear and unpredictable, and the perception that France does not count, even though he is trying to hold his own on the international stage.